Right guys, TheDuelNinjas here. We got another deck profile. We haven't really done it in ages because we can't really be bothered. But, you know, getting back, new format, new meta I guess. Now dragons are dead. But
Ish.
Yeah, ish. Some people still playing like dragon hieratics or
whatever the hell else they want to do.
Blue eyes E-Drags, but because of stuff like zombies, so Mizuki's coming back and hieratics are decent, playing Evilswarms, so I got Evilswarm deck profile. So there we go. Got 3 Kirkion. He's your main, well, he's one of your main guys really. You kind of only want him late game though, but yeah, his effects, if you have to have like 2 Evilswarms in grave, banish 1, add 1 to hand, and then you get an additional normal summon. And it's got like another effect, but you don't really use that. It's like you can normal summon a Evilswarm without tributing or something, but you don't really use it. Your other main guy, Caster, he's your, if you know Constellars, he's your Pollux really. Just got an extra 50 attack I think. So when it's normal summoned, any time during that turn you could get an additional normal summon or set. So it's sort of the main thing you use when you're going into Ophion. So 3 Thunderbird. Some people playing 2. I don't know why. Thunderbird's amazing. Chain to anything, gain attack. Or you don't even need to do that, it's still pretty decent. 3 Heliotrope. The beta really works well with Rabbit, so you know, 1 Rabbit. Pretty much, you know, it can't be Fiendish Chain, so it's always good. Just beating down. It's got the extra vanilla. Summon Rabbit. Get these 2. Get Ophion. Get Pandemic. So.
The plays.
Yeah. 2 Mandragora, it's your Cyber Dragon. It does exactly what Cyber Dragon does, except you can have a monster. Say if your opponent has 2 monsters and you've got 1, you special summon it, because your opponent has to have more monsters than you. So again, Ophion or Key Beetle or anything really. But I only play 2 because it's not very strong. It's got kind of crap defense, crap attack. It's only there because you need the targets really, and I guess again it can help sort of late game. Onto the spells. 3 Pandemic. It's Lance except without a cost, and it's for all Evilswarm monsters, and it's searchable by Ophion. You've got 2 Dress. It's stopping Bear Pop, stop World Prophecy if your Ophion doesn't have material or anything really, or I guess during damage step. And we've got the 1 Lance, just because, you know, if you're against like Brofist or something, they attack or something, like yeah sure, they activate something during the damage step, you can chain Lance, make their monster unaffected, and they lose 800. Okay, still good. 3 Duality of Consistency. Thinking about taking that out, putting upstarts in, but I don't like my opponent gaining 1,000. So, and 2 MST, destroy back row. Good for against pretty much everything,
especially tanky.
Yeah, it's got tanky. It's sort of one of the only things that can negate really. Traps. We've got 1 Infestation Infection. It's pretty much your, what is it, like Rotor or anything. It's put a Evilswarm from your field or from your hand into a deck and add an Evilswarm from your deck to hand.
But like a really good trade-in.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like you can have like a Mandragora or something, use that, get Kirkion. But 2 Mirror Force. Mirror Force is Mirror Force really. Just getting rid of monsters.
And good against Bujins as well, as doesn't target.
Yep. Except it's not that great now because of hair, and Mikazuchi, but one Compulse, bounced off the hand, mainly for Xyz, but for anything really. Can be your own monsters if you want something to resolve. Bottomless, it doesn't target, so it's pretty good against Bujin. Again, hair, kind of annoying, but Torrential, kinda need a new Torrential because I've had to glue that on. But I don't really like playing a common.
Well, I've got secrets, but
No, don't quite like the look of secrets.
fair enough.
Warning, negate a summon, pay 2,000, pretty good. 3 Fiendish Chain, stop monster effects, stop them from attacking. Just pretty much shut them down. This is sort of, Evilswarm's now sort of a bit more anti-meta than it was. Even though the meta was dragons and it shut down dragons. So, but anyway, then we got 2D Prison. Again, it's just monster removal really. And for more one-offs, we got, this is more like tech choices. One Dark Illusion. If you don't know what it does, it's when a dark monster is targeted by a spell or trap, you can negate and destroy the spell trap. So, you know, it's pretty good. Plus, since it's a counter trap, they can't do much about it. Got one macro for stuff like Bujins and
Mermail?
yeah, Mermail. Mermail doesn't do a lot because they can't, you know, they can't. If you've got the Ophion with material, say, they can't use their effects in hands. If you didn't know, so they can't discard.
Yeah.
Plus that's so Bujins, Brofist, I guess. And for my last tech, I got one DNA Surgery because it shuts down pretty much the main decks this format, like Prophecy, Bujin, Firefist. Sort of hurts Fire Kings, but not a lot. Plus they don't get the little boost off Tenki. So,
All's good.
you know, if it doesn't affect anything, just side it out next game anyway. On to extra. One Ouroboros is the only one with 3 level 4s. It's I hardly get them out really, but you know, it's always good. Just got to remind myself. Yeah, its effects once per turn. Target one. You can either use one of these 3 effects. You can target one card your opponent controls, return it to hand, send a random card from the hand to the grave, or target a monster in their grave and banish it. So, plus it's 1750 beta. Ryofion.
No, you mean 2750.
What did I say?
You said 1750.
Oh, 2750. But, yeah, Ophion, main card I guess. Searching spells, you got Evilswarm spell and traps. And if it's got material, stops level 5 the highest special summons. Steel Helmet, it's your big eye. It's practically 3 level 4s really, but you know, you don't use them as much, but it's pretty good, especially against like the mirror match. You could, like get him out, take their Ophion effect, get your Pandemic. Then that's it for the Evilswarm monsters. Then we got one Diamond Direwolf, staple now, just pop a card. Papal Operative, I don't see a lot of play with this anymore, but especially with things like Ghost Tricks now, it's pretty good. One Key Beetle, even though you don't run like Safe Zone or anything, but it can just sort of trick your opponent. Also, you can protect things like your macro or your surgery. If you don't know what Key Beetle does, detach one, target a card you control, it can't be destroyed by card effects. And when Key Beetle would be destroyed, you can destroy the card instead. So, I guess you could also sort of bluff it with an MST. When this would be destroyed, just destroy the MST instead. Or like a dead Fiendish or something. We got one Abyss Dweller. Mainly hurts. It can hurt Bujin. Doesn't do a lot, 'cause it's only got 17. But Mamel and something else, but you know, it's always good for having an option. Plus you've quite a bit of extra deck room. So one Maestroke, Matrix Maestroke. It's I guess when it would be destroyed to detach one, and you can set a monster face down. Would kind of like an ulti, but
Life stuff.
yeah, super will have to do. One black ship, really good. Doesn't destroy, so it can get around things, and it does 1,000 as long as it has less attack than this. Kind of annoying when your opponent lances it during activation of effect. But what can you do? Cowboy, mainly used for burn, but you can use his other effect, which is detach one, and during the damage step, your opponent's monster loses like 500 and your monster gains 1,000, so it's pretty good. Second to last, we got Pearl. Pearl take out other people's Ophions, again that can't be fiendish because it's a vanilla, and it's just a 16 beta, really. Finally we got one Zen mains. We don't actually run level 3s in the deck, as you've seen, but if you're going like Ophion, and then for some reason they're still siding that quick play spell that special summons the monsters back and reduces their rank, and reduces their level, you can go to Zen mains. But side deck, I can find it. Yeah, side deck, I've got 2 Veilers, negate spells or traps, not spells or traps, sorry.
Effects.
Fucking retard.
So good against Magician.
And Brofist. We got Maxis, in case of the spamming deck, like Karakuri now, and Hieratics. Spells, we got 1 Shared Ride for Prophecy, pretty much the Maxi for searching. 1 Defisher, pretty much the same reason as Macro, just hurt things like Bujin. System Down for machines. It pay 1,000 to banish all machines from field and grave. Probe. Target select any name, and it can't be used while this is on field. Like, can't be used at all. Can't be used for like discard cost or anything. So light imprisoning. Constellars. The Bujin, Light Swans. Pretty much a skill drain. Affects the grave as well, so pretty good. 2 Gozen, anything with more than 1 attribute, like Prophecy, because they can't Temperance while Gozen's on field.
Yep.
Because Temperance is an Earth, and his only targets are a
Light or dark.
So it's impossible to special summon a Earth from that, so he can't use his effect. We've got 2 Overworked for, I guess, Harpies and mainly Brofist, anything that increases attack, or if you're playing Rogue deck and you've got like Benkai OTK. And finally, 1 Mirror of Oaths, just for like Harpies and anything else. It's alright, I mean, it's still in testing. In case you don't know what it does, it's when your opponent will special summon a monster from their main deck, you destroy that monster and then draw a card. So, if they're like Chandler, discard, Hysteric Sign, special Pet Dragon, you can be like, okay, well, activate, destroy. And that was my Evilswarm deck profile. Like, comment and subscribe to help on improvement, I guess, and we should see more deck profiles soon.